A while ago, we were dreaming about finishing our studio floor.
Then I remembered that Danine's son, Jason, who owns JT Floor Covering, could show us how.
So I contacted Jason to help us install luxury vinyl tile flooring into the kitchen area of our studio. Our first step was to sweep and vacuum the floor thoroughly.
Next, Danine had to scrape the floor to make sure it was flat, level, and clean.
Once again, we swept and vacuumed. The first thing you need to do is to mark your area.
In order to get a straight chalk line for a starting point, we measured from the blue wall to the beginning of our kitchen area.
Then we took the chalk line and stretched from one side of the studio to the other. Jason then snapped the chalk line, leaving a straight edge to start the placement of the tiles from.
Next, Jason mixed the Prep Star cement. This is a cement-based skim coat that is used to smooth out the floor. We used a trowel to apply a thin coat to the surface. Once the cement was applied, we allowed it to dry thoroughly. As you can see, we used fans to speed up the drying process.
We used a trowel to apply a thin coat of adhesive in a figure 8 pattern.
Once the floor had a clear sheen to it, this indicated that the adhesive was tacky and ready for the next step.
While the floor was drying, we used a box cutter to pre-cut the starting tiles in measured increments.
Our tiles were 48 inches long. In order to make a staggered pattern, we cut off between 6 to 40 inches off the tiles that formed the starting side.
After placing the starter side of the tiles, we used full-length tiles, butting each one up to the other snugly.
We smoothed down each tile with light pressure after it had been placed down. We immediately removed any adhesive that had come into contact with the top side of the tile using a wet cloth.
Once all the tiles were in place, we applied pressure using a vinyl floor roller to seal the seams of each tile and remove any air bubbles.
This also helped to attach the tile to the surface permanently.
To finish off the vinyl floor, you can install either a transitional or binder strip, depending on what it butts up to.
We used a binder strip as we installed carpet in the filming section of our studio.
If we can install a luxury vinyl floor covering as JT Floor Covering and Jason did for us, you can too.
You know, like it says in Proverbs 22:29, observe people who are good at their work. Skilled workers are always in demand and admired. They don't take a backseat to anyone.
Please check back to see a video on how we also installed the carpet in our studio. Like us and subscribe below.
If you want more details and step-by-step instructions on this and other stuff, go to our blog site, thehardhatbells.com.